The following program is the work of the broadcast students at the British Columbia Institute of Technology. BCIT magazine features news stories from around the Lower Mainland which were produced over the last week. Responsibility for the content of the show rests completely with the students and their instructors.
Today on BCIT magazine, spring has sprung, but is there even room to garden? One local organization may have the answer.
And Quidditch, not just for Harry Potter fans anymore. And a woodworking company is experimenting with a new way of doing business. Good morning and welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Zach Singer.
And I'm John Hall. Our top story today. Planting season has just arrived, but gardening space in the Lower Mainland is becoming more difficult to find. My co-anchor Zach Singer met up with a gardener who's taking advantage of a program that's turning empty lots into mobile gardening spaces.
Community gardens are popping up all over the city, and many people can't wait to take part. But it seems that waiting is exactly what they have to do.
I know that people wait for quite a long time or else go outside of their area. There's a few people that I know that actually have garden plots in Richmond instead of in Vancouver because they have been on wait lists forever, don't have space.
This thriving community garden used to be an empty lot. An organization called Shifting Growth is transforming unused land into gardens like this, where people can rent a space and try their hand at growing their own food.
People are very receptive of what community gardens are, not only from the produce grown, but also the community engagement element. It's as simple as just getting a space together for people to come and sit and chat and meet their new neighbors.
The garden boxes are based off of a European model. They're made of some BC cedar wood, imported metal hinges, and a recycled shipping pallet. The entire thing can be assembled and disassembled by hand, no tools necessary. When the land lease runs out, it's just a matter of moving to a new location. Spicer has been gardening here since last August when the garden first opened. She's already seeing the benefits to the surrounding area.
When you have a community that sees the success of a community garden and sees the positive benefits and kind of people using the space in a really great way, then that leads other businesses hopefully to offer the same kind of space to Shifting Growth or other gardens to have the community use it. So hopefully this kind of just builds.
Renting one of these garden beds is free for the first year, followed by a fee between $10 and $20 a year, depending on the location. Shifting Growth says the garden beds are usually all spoken for before they're even set up. Their advice is sign up quickly and be prepared to wait. Zach Singer in East Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. From the wizarding world of Harry Potter, the game of Quidditch has made its way to Vancouver, and its popularity is growing. Hilary Nguyen-Don has the story.
Muggle Quidditch is the growing sport that derived from the popular book series and movie franchise Harry Potter. Universities such as the University of British Columbia and Simon Fraser University are currently the only two campuses in Vancouver with a Quidditch team. President of the UBC Thunderbirds Quidditch team, Alexa Rowe, has always longed to play the fictional sport once she realized that the sport was in fact a reality.
I actually researched Quidditch before I came to UBC because I am the biggest Harry Potter fan on the planet. So when I found out that the school had a team, I stalked them on Facebook and I was like, I'm totally gonna join. And yeah, when I joined, I was just hooked from the second that I caught my first snitch. We're always looking to play more teams, and hopefully this year we're hoping to divide into a Northwest region and a Western region. And if we have more teams in the Northwest, that's more people to play for our regionals to get a spot at World Cup, because we're going to World Cup next year. Well, we are determined to. So yeah, if you don't have a Quidditch team and you want to start a Quidditch team, we'll start one.
Selena Donati started her own team, the Burnaby Bogarts, after graduating from Simon Fraser University.
So we just started the team. I posted on a couple of Harry Potter websites and just a bunch of friends from work, and we had the idea to get together and try playing Quidditch, and Yeah, we just get together every week now and we throw the ball around, cut and give it a try because it looks funny, but once you get into it, I have yet to meet a person who's like, that is not cool once they try it.
With only a few Muggle Quidditch teams currently in Vancouver, it may not be too long until we start seeing more Muggles on broomsticks. Hillary Noon-Dawn in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
Young Canadians regularly cite the environment and the economy as the top concerns for their generation.
That's right, but what if there was a way to address the two together?
Simon Little has the story of a local business doing just that and the program that helped make it happen.
From a distance, this looks like many other job sites around the province. But what Andrew Hewins and the team at Woodshop are doing isn't exactly business as usual. Their business is built around upcycling, transforming discarded waste wood into custom furniture.
There's businesses across Vancouver and Greater Vancouver that just leave broken pallets out the back of their businesses. It comes to the point where contractors need to get rid of wood. The easiest way to do that is just to throw it in the bin. So there's that sort of conundrum of like good wood just being thrown into a landfill, you know, or into an incinerator.
The idea behind Woodshop comes out of a Vancouver-based alternative business program called Groundswell. The idea is to help young entrepreneurs start businesses with a community or sustainability focus while making sure that they don't miss out on the fundamentals like business planning or raising capital. It's only in its first year, but organizers say already response has been overwhelming.
So we've been getting tons of support, like it's just ridiculous. We have architects that are working for free on our new space, and we have business people who are offering mentoring and coaching. We have tons of people from the not-for-profit community who are interested in helping us learn how to use social media or write grants, and a lot of the businesses that we thought would just be barely in the initial stages of launching right now are already have full lists of customers and are selling their products.
Hewins says that's exactly what's happening for Woodshop.
We have plenty of orders to keep us busy full time right now, from families with children, like newborns, to young people who just want the sort of rustic, upcycled feel of wood and crates.
For now, the Groundswell team is taking custom orders and focusing on craft fairs. They'll have the chance this May to pitch their concept to investors at a Groundswell year-end event. Simon Little in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Well, drone technology has been finding all sorts of new uses, but it's also raising new questions. We go now to Kyle McKeechee, who's been looking into some of them. Kyle?
Thanks, John. Drone technology is certainly raising a lot of questions, with safety and privacy being some of the main issues, because let's face it, not a lot of people want to have to worry about being spied on through their apartment building windows. And although you may be able to get your hands on one now, you're going to have to be pretty safe when you're using it, because a lot of new laws are being put in place in order to keep the use of these unmanned aircrafts as safe and civil as possible.
Coming up next on BCIT Magazine, Vancouver's Cherry Blossom Festival is in full bloom.
And a hobby shop in Burnaby rolls the dice on a weekly social board game night.
Cherry trees in Vancouver have begun to bloom, and the city's annual Cherry Blossom Festival is underway.
Robin Batchelor was at this year's first event, taking it all in.
Citizens gathered at Burrard Street SkyTrain station to celebrate the beginning of spring and the Vancouver Cherry Blossom Festival. Today's Cherry Jam included a variety of performances from music,
the blushing rose will climb,
to dancing,
5, 6, 7, 8.
and even haiku readings.
Dreaming of summer, gazing back 25 years. We are home again. That's my haiku.
The festival, which is in its 9th year, is all too familiar to Vancouverites and annually attracts all kinds of people to come out and admire the budding blossoms.
Yeah, because I'm from Japan, and the cherry blossom tree is our national tree.
Even if it's gray out, you have the beautiful cherry blossoms. It's like life happening, right?
This is the only location in downtown Vancouver that you have this beautiful white canopy. It's really incredible. That's what I'm here.
Cherry trees have been a part of Vancouver since the 30s, when Japan gave the city 500 trees as a sign of friendship. Now there are 40,000 of them.
I mean, what not to love about this after our long, gray, wet winters? And then these amazing, fragile little blossoms just burst into bloom in all their glory, shouting, "Here I am, look at me." They demand our attention.
The Cherry Blossom Festival runs all month long as cherry trees all across Metro Vancouver begin to bloom flowers just like these ones. You can visit the festival's website to find a schedule of all the upcoming events. Just make sure to check the weather forecast before heading out. Robin Batchelor in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Well, that's just lovely, isn't it, John?
Stunning, Zach, just stunning.
Yeah. Now our reporter Azzy Kajuri has been following the Blossom Festival. She's out on the streets with an update on what's happening this week. Azzy?
Well, Zach, the Cherry Blossom Festival takes place every year in Vancouver and reminds us of all the reawakening in our environment as well as in ourselves. The festival offers a few events such as the Sakuna Illumination, which was postponed to April 11th due to rain, the Blossom Bollywood, which is on April 12th celebrating spring through dancing, the Tree Talk, which is a workshop on blossom biology, the Hayuka Invitation, which is running up until June 2nd. And for more information, check the website at VCBF. Well, Zach, back to you.
That was Azzy Kajuri out in Vancouver. Well, in a world of technology, it seems people are used to having video games at their fingertips.
But the popularity of a board game night in Burnaby proves people are still looking for that face-to-face experience. Laura Taylor went to see how it all stacked up.
Burnaby residents tired of staring at computer screens have come together with friends and strangers for an offline, intimate gaming night. The Connection in Burnaby offers gamers collectibles, comics, and popular board games like this War Machine set. No longer just a rainy day activity, the shop offers a space to meet like-minded people to trade cards and wage war with.
It just brings more people in, as well as like board games are just really social. So it's nice to have people or a place for people to come down and play. Because lots of people they like to play board games, but won't necessarily have a group. And this brings a whole bunch of people together at the same time.
Even among avid video gamers, board games are seeing a resurgence lately. The most popular here are Dungeons & Dragons and this new My Little Pony card game.
I have board games of video games, but they're two different things. I mean, they offer two different playing experiences. I mean, nowadays video games, a lot of it is online. You don't see the other person. With a card game like this, everybody's around here, right?
The game night brings together people of all ages and experience levels.
Some friends I met at school and then they came here as well, and yeah, I think I've gotten closer to people I wouldn't otherwise have.
So whether the last board game you played was Monopoly or you're a tabletop warmonger out for world domination, the Connection in Burnaby's game night lets you unplug and meet new friends. Laura Taylor in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
If you have any questions or comments regarding this program, please visit us online at bcit-broadcast.com or bcitbroadcastnews.ca.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's show. For BCIT Magazine, I'm Zach Singer.
And I'm John Hall. Thanks for joining us. Coming up next is Market Mania with Gary.